Crypto airdrops. So there has been a lot of talk this year and over the past sort of 18 months really with regards to crypto airdrops and where they could be profitable. Like farming a crypto airdrop is a real tactical method for increasing your holdings without actually having to do too much investing. So I want to really sort of go through how that can be done, how you can sort of get hold of free crypto without actually having to do a fat lot. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. I expected they were going to make me very good money, and you can see what these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see the highs that these coins hit in under a year and a half. You can also see what the profit would have been for you if you'd have put $100 into these coins when I released the vids and sold after about 16 months. If you'd have done that for all 26, your total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. Now I sold these, but I do share all the coins that I own on my website, copymycrypto.com. So when I find a coin that I think is going to make me a ton of cash, I jump onto my site and tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits I think it can have, and the percentage of my cash I'm going to put in. Members can copy along exactly, which means they make the exact same profit as me. But the added bonus there is they don't have to do any work at all. And if you want to see what the members have made, that's on the site, along with things I've said in the past. Now, we have thousands of members on the site, and the reason for that is, like I said, they're making great money in crypto, but they're not having to do any work. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you don't have your portfolio sorted, now is actually the time to get things done. The halving's in a couple of weeks, and if you haven't got your portfolio sorted, the market's going to get crazy after the halving. So check out Copy My Crypto, read through it all, because it may well be able to help you out, guys. So let's talk airdrops. So first of all, there is a very good site called airdrops.io. Now, obviously, their site, they get sort of affiliate links through their site. Obviously, they do it. They also earn through advertising and everything else. Now, what's worth looking at are, firstly, upcoming airdrops are always something to consider, but potential airdrops get very, very interesting. So when you're looking at the potential airdrops, these are often exchanges or DEXs or some sort of DeFi protocol that has yet to launch their own token. And to be eligible for a potential airdrop for all that free crypto, you have to participate in the protocol in some way. So as an example with Rain.fi, just picking one at random. So this is a fully decentralized peer-to-peer liquidity protocol for NFTs, giving users the ability to lend Salana, USDC, or MSOL, and finance mortgages. This website will give you the step-by-step guide for potentially getting hold of this coin when and if they launch a coin. So you would visit the site, you would connect your Salana wallet, you'll need some Salana or other tokens. You can get them on Binance, so there's a Binance referral link for this website. You can click on borrow, select the amount you want to collateralize, borrow the tokens. You could also collateralize NFTs and borrow tokens. You also go to lending and lend some tokens. They have a point system where users can earn droplets for lending and borrowing on the same platform. Users can earn one droplet for every $10 they spend on lending. Users who earn droplets may get an airdrop if they launch a token in the future. Now, this is obviously a may. It's not a guarantee. These potential airdrops are what we all talk about as, really the high possibility of having, of earning pretty well. Like an example of Jupiter. Jupiter is a DEX on Salana. They launched their own token recently. So they gave a breakdown of what you can do to be eligible for that airdrop. So connect your Salana wallet. If you're eligible, you'll be able to claim free Jupiter tokens. Users who've interacted with Jupiter by November 2nd of last year were eligible for the first phase of the airdrop. Users who interacted with Jupiter via Sol End or Sol Incinerator were also eligible, and the allocation was ranged based on the categories that you fitted into. And but overall, that ended up being very profitable for people. Like Jupiter is currently one of the biggest dexes in terms of volume. Well, it is the biggest dex in terms of volume. Token itself has done quite well. And something that you can do, if you're interested and if you're trying to find places where there is yet to be a coin but could be, you could go through CoinMarketCap's dexes and have a look and see if there is a native token. So you could open up, as an example, Orca, and then you'll see are the trading pairs for the platform. So as at the moment, you can see the biggest trading pairs are Wrap Salana with stablecoins. You've got Wormhole. But if you keep scrolling through, at the moment, it doesn't appear, as an example, that there is an Orca token. Now, you can obviously verify this by going onto the platform itself. So if we open up Orca, access to this site is unavailable due to bloody FCA, man. So you, as always, regulations ruin everything. But anyway, so Orca don't appear to have a token. I could obviously use a VPN to get around that, but just as an example, they've got huge volume at the moment. This is a platform that may very well have an airdrop. And let's see, is Orca knocking about anywhere? Maybe not. Maybe Orca are not going to have one. But it'd be surprising if a lot of these places don't end up having an airdrop, purely off the basis that the team behind the team behind the platform, a way for them to actually earn money. Because you got to think about it from the developer's standpoint. Like if they're earning money through the fees that are on the platform, that is one way. However, you've got to do a lot of volume. The fees are very, very small on most of these platforms, so it's really unlikely that a project like that isn't going to launch something at some point, because people need to get paid for their work. Another one that is worth thinking about as well is MetaMask. Now, speculation has been rife around MetaMask, and are they going to launch a token? Now, if MetaMask are going to launch a token, it's going to be for the people that interact with MetaMask, and that's not through Uniswap, that's through MetaMask itself. MetaMask has new functionalities like direct swaps that you can do in MetaMask itself. MetaMask have added a ton of different features, and it is worth considering what you would have to do to be eligible for an airdrop. Don't forget, back in 2021, one of the most profitable airdrops in history was Uniswap. People that interacted with the Uniswap protocol ended up being airdropped thousands of dollars. In the same way as well, like one of the most profitable airdrops was for the holders of Bored Apes. They got all that ape token, ape coin, which I think is crap. But if you ended up getting in early, the rich people that bought a ton of Bored Apes did very well. And it is really worth considering just getting. And you'd have to monitor how many you're farming, but it is really worth considering farming a ton of different potential airdrop cryptos. Like another one that is worth considering as well is now we've got Bitcoin layer 2s knocking about. Gelios is like an example of one that's got the keys that you can buy. I did a video on Gelios, a while ago. But you can buy the keys. The keys will give you a certain amount of that coin that will be airdropped to you, although there is like a vesting period and stuff. But within Gelios as well, there are other things like I think it's Gelity is a swap platform, and that token has yet to launch outside of Gelity, but that Gelity token could end up being very, very profitable. So just doing a couple of trades or even just buying the crypto and getting in early could end up being very, very useful. And those sort of BRC20, those layer 2 tokens, we've seen a big narrative around around the Bitcoin layer 2s and stuff lately, so that could be very profitable. There are airdrops for Bitcoin holders, although most of these are probably no longer accurate. Atom holders, so if you're holding Cosmos, most of these have expired. Nomic is still there though. Nomic is still there. So again, farming airdrops, like I said, we've seen like the people that got in on Jupiter did quite well. Orca doesn't look like it has a token, so that would be potentially one to consider. Salana itself has been expanding more and more and more. I think Solana is a perfect target point for a platform that has yet to launch a lot of like they have a lot of DeFi that has grown over the past year. They have a lot of like as we've seen with Jupiter, that's absolutely banged. Jitto, I thought Jitto had a coin now. Does it not? Let's have a little look-see, shall we? Yeah, Jitto does have a coin. So again, like Jitto, and that's that's done very, very well. So if that was a farmed one, I'm not sure if that was. Again, you'd probably done very, very well. So interacting with the protocols as much as possible is a really, really strong way, because it fundamentally it means, look, you're not going to burn your crypto. You're not getting, you're not having to invest. You're simply interacting. RainFi is a perfect one as a starting point in theory, because it's a lending and borrowing. So you're going to earn from the protocol. If you're using Salana or even just a stable coin, as long as RainFi don't experience a huge hack or exploit, you're in all likelihood you're fine. You're probably going to be earning quite well off of the lending that you've done. If you interact with both parts of this, you're going to be able to be eligible. And again, MetaMask, if MetaMask do an airdrop, guys, it's going to be it will end up being one of the most profitable airdrops in history, because there is no way if MetaMask do launch a coin, it doesn't bang into the top 50. MetaMask is the single biggest, most used wallet in all of crypto. And yeah, if they were to launch a coin, if they were to expand the functionality of MetaMask even more, there is no way that doesn't end up being the single biggest, like a top 50 crypto, if not a top 20. It would be enormous. But that's a massive speculation, because we've been speculating on that for 2 years now, probably 3 to be honest. But make no mistake about it, farming, if you are struggling with cash, or you're struggling with the amount of investments that you want to make, if you don't want to actually make investments on crypto's early doors, a way to get in is this process. And something like airdrops.io can be very, very useful for you. And again, they'll tell you the latest airdrops, and you can keep an eye out on them. And you've just got to go through the process to figure out what is necessary for you to do. So as an example, there's a lot of these that I don't know, but Tabby, let's check out Tabby. This is a multi-chain NFT publishing and trading platform that aims to connect NFT creators. It's Binance Smart Chain. Connect your wallet, enter code, Just one thing I would recommend, be careful. Like, you don't know if this is one you're unfamiliar with. Check all about the team, check that everything is legitimate, do your research before you jump in. Sometimes you're connecting your wallet, you're giving permissions. So do understand the risks there. But again, the farming of these coins is a very, very, very smart method for increasing your holdings without having to risk much. Like say, Orca looks like one that doesn't have a crypto right now. And yeah, that could end up, I'd be shocked if they don't end up having a coin, like a native coin for the platform. They're doing 600 million volume a day. So that's one where doing a few trades on Orca could be very, very profitable. Like I say, this is just something to consider. We're in, I know there are a lot of people out there that may not have enough capital to invest straight off the bat. So if you have crypto in your possession right now, but you're not willing, but you want to keep that as a holding, doing a few trades back and forth, yeah, you might have to, like Orca is an AMM. So as an example, you could just do trades back and forth, back and forth, back and forth a few times. Make sure that you've done a decent amount of volume. Yeah, you'll lose a bit on trading fees, but if you're then airdropped a ton of crypto, you're going to do done well. So yeah, something like airdrops.io is a really useful one. MetaMask, like I said, I recommend everyone do a few swaps within MetaMask, within the actual extension, because if you do a swap on Uniswap, that's not relevant. But if MetaMask do launch a coin, that's going to be enormous. But farming airdrops is certainly something to consider. There's a lot of options. I'd be looking particularly at the Salana ecosystem, particularly at the BRC20 ecosystems as well. Especially if we start seeing surges in DEXs and stuff on Binance, on Bitcoin, that they could do very well. So something to consider. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Are there any coins that you're really interested in, or any protocols you're really interested in that you think could do an airdrop? If there are, share them in the comments. The more people know about them, the more people can do well in this market. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this coming bull cycle, you can do. All you have to do is join up at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share with my members every coin I own. Anytime I find a coin that I think is going to make me good money, I jump onto my site, tell my members about the coin that I'm buying, the profits it can have, the percentage of my cash I'm going to put in. Members can copy along exactly. This means there is no work for the members at all. They're making the exact same profit as me. That's why we have thousands of members on the site. They're making great money in crypto without having to do any work. And if you go onto the site, you'll see what the members have made. You'll see what I've said in the past. It's all public record. You can verify it all yourselves. Copymycrypto.com, like I said, check it out, because the Bitcoin halving is coming up, and once that is done, the markets are going to get crazy. So now is the time to sort out your portfolio, and copymycrypto.com can help. And that's it from me, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.